Hello, it's Dale here. I've just had a shipment of couronne sticks and I thought, oh, I have to have a play and share these with you. And a couronne stick sort of like, it's like a giant carrot, I suppose, but it's got layers, levels of smallness as they grow. But usually they're quite small and people use them in lace making and for making little circles. But Jean Draper introduced them in her book, and she had these originally made by a guy called Ron from Sydney, and they're Huon Pine, and he makes them for me as well. So you can make all sorts of different size circles. So from here, these are just tiny ones, and they're done with, I was going to say machine embroidery thread, but I think it's a Pearl 12. Just a little circle, and I use buttonhole stitch. I'll show you how I've done them. And here I've done building them up in layers, so you can do all sorts of things, and you can add beads to them as you go. You can, any thread you've got, anything that you like, but it's just a way of building up texture. So I've created them like that, and of course I could misshape them, put them on in a different shape, different way. You've got that particular thing to move it around. And here you can see I've used a ribbon to wrap around a heavy silk thread that I've put on. So it's really whatever you've got, it's looking at your colours and the texture and things. And here's another one that's with some heavy, looks to me like it's a while ago, so I think it looks like a sari silk yarn of some sort. And then I've made different ones just to build up right through there and to add to these little pieces of Nuno felt. And so this is another one that's just, as you can see, it's a Pearl 8 thread. It's been wrapped around and then buttonholed onto it. So what I've done here is I've taken some sari ribbon, makes a nice big texture one, and I'm simply using a big needle, and I'm just going to buttonhole thread all the way around, or blanket stitch, or whatever you like to call it. A lady called Valerie Campbell Harding, some people will know her, she's really the person I've learnt most from in my work. She showed it to me once in London, and made me go off to I think we went to a gardening shop and bought one so I could play with them all the way back on the plane. So I'll just do a little bit around here to show you. And I use them a lot in different ways. And I think if you like Jean Draper's work and you see her work, she's used them in lots of her work in different ways by manipulating the shapes and changing them. Because what you're looking for all the time is something to use in your work that makes your work special. And also you can do this sort of thing easily when you're traveling. So I'll just do a little bit more and I'll take it off to, whoops. And here we go. So just imagine that I've gone right round. And of course I can do them by just holding them like this, but it's nice to have them on the couronne. So here it comes here, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but you're going to end up with a lovely piece a little bit like these big round ones, or this one here. And if you take, say, a small piece, small one, and we'll just go round and around here, you can do little wee ones. So then I just go around like this a couple of times, and then bring up my little piece with a finer thread or the same thread, and I could just go from here, for instance, and use the same thread. And you can go neatly round, or you can skip, whatever you want to do. So we'll just go around like so. I've gone around twice, or I could go around more, and then I'm underway with it here. And if you were doing, so how easy is that? Buttonhole or blanket stitch is one of the easiest stitches to work with. Now you can have them quite close up, so that they're matching right up to each other all around. You can't see what's underneath, or you can leave spaces and have your other fabrics or your other thread sticking out through in that way, or you can have them close together and then apart. And see, I've sort of done some in that way, and so on. But here was where I think I've showed here, I've beaded. So you can add beads in as you go, add sequins, add, you know, whatever you want. It's entirely up to you, but it's just another very fun toy or thing to play with in your own creative way. So there you are. I hope that's given you a few ideas, and we'll see you again next time. Bye.